Jayatya Santrasa Dhvanta Vidvamsanodayah Prabhavan Sitaya Devya Paramavyoma Bhaskaraha. Dasharath addressed Vishwamitra, "Hey Rishi, it is really a fortune for me that you have arrived at my court. How can I help you? I promise that I shall give you whatever you ask for." Vishwamitra said, "In that case, we are all very aware that your son Ram, the eldest son Ram, who is as dark in complexion as the feathers of a crow, who is nothing but a tiger amongst men, who is so valorous, who is an embodiment of all courage, I seek that son of yours. Swaputram Rajashardula Ramam Satya Parakramam Kakapaksha Dharam Veeram Jeshtham Me Datumarhasi. Aham Vedmi, I am aware, Mahatmanam, even the great Mahans, Ramam Satya Parakramam. Even Vasishta, who disagrees to whatever I say, Vasishtopi Mahatejaha, Yeche me tapasisthitaha, please give me your son Ram. He swooned, Dasharath, because Dasharath, if he existed on this earth and if people would ask him, who is your soul, where is your soul, he should be pointing it inside. But he wouldn't do that, it seems. He would say, my son Ram is my soul. To me, my soul is no different from Ram. Ram is the only name that I breathe in and breathe out. Ram is the only name that I keep thinking. So he swooned. He got up from that state and said, "Hey Vishwamitra, how did you ask for my son Ram? Una shodasha varsho me Ramo Rajiva Lochanaha Na Yuddha Yogyatamyasya Pashyami Saharakshasaihi." Dasharath said, "Hey Vishwamitra, take me with my army. I am there for you. I shall help you out." Vishwamitra said, "I asked for your son and you are saying that you will be coming with your army? I never asked for you. I never asked for your army. I just asked for your son, Ram." "Yeah, but my son is too young. He's still a little boy who does not know to take that arrow from his quiver and put it inside his bow and shoot at a person. He's still a little boy." "He's still a little boy? In which year are you, Dasharath? Tell me what's your son's age." That time, Dasharath should have told how old Ram was. He said, "Una shodasha varsho me." He's not yet 16. He's not still 16. Is this the way that you would address somebody and tell the age of a person? Suppose somebody would come and ask, "Hi sir, good morning. How old is your son?" You would say he's 16, 18, 32, 40, 50. You would never say he's not 20, he's still not 40, he's still not 60. That isn't the way to say. So, how such an intellectual person be a king like Dasharath say that my son is not even 16? Una shodasha varshome. And he said he is not 16. If he says that he is not yet 16, it could mean he is 15 years and 9 months, 15 years and 6 months, 15 years, 14 and a half years, 13 years, 13 and a half years. Anything less than 16 is still less than 16. So he said, "Una shodasha varshome." He is little short of 16. Why did that 16 number come in this conversation? Because Vishwamitra said, "Hey Dasharath, tell me the age of your son." This was to ensure if Dasharath had said 16, then Vishwamitra would have said, "Your son is already 16. Then he has the license to fight as a Kshatriya." Because in those days, to go and fight as a Kshatriya in the war field, you should be 16 years of age. And that was the license, like how we have 18 for driving license. 16 was the age for fighting. So, if Dasharath had said my son is 16 or above 16, Vishwamitra would have said, "Your son is very, very eligible for fighting, send him along with me." That is why Dasharath said, "My son is still not 16. Una shodasha varshome." Now comes the question, what was the exact age of Ram at that particular point of time when Vishwamitra sought the help of Dasharath and especially asked Dasharath's son Ram to be sent along with him? Now there are many interpretations to it. The commentator has taken into account all the age details that have been put forth in Srimad Ramayana. Let us go one evidence after one so that we try to conclude or probably understand what age was Ram when Vishwamitra sought the help of Dasharath. There is the first evidence where when Ravan comes in the disguise of a sannyasi, comes in the disguise of a recluse to the hermitage where Ram, Lakshman and Sita lived, he addresses Sita and asks, "Who are you?" Sita says, "I am the daughter-in-law to King Dasharath and I am the wife to the great person Ram." And then she starts giving the little history of whatever happened since marriage. She says, "Ashtadashahi varshani mama janmani manyate bharta mama mahateja vayasa pancha vimshakaha." O you sannyasi, while we were married and lived in Ayodhya, we received an order to leave to the forest for 14 years. At that point of time when we left to the forest, I was at the age of 18 and my husband had just begun his 25th year. That means he was 24 completed and she was 18. So the difference between Ram and Sita was 6 years, and while they left Ayodhya to the forest, she was 18 and he had completed 24 and just begun with 25. This is the first evidence. Next, Sama Dvadasha Tatraham Raghavasya Niveshane. These are the words of Sita to Hanuman. In Sundarkand, when Hanuman goes in search of Sita to Lanka, he spots her in Ashokvan, wherein Sita tells Hanuman, "You know, Hanuman, after my marriage with Ram, we lived happily in Ayodhya, the capital of Kosala province, for 12 complete years." So, Sita and Ram's age difference was 6. Sita and Ram lived happily together in Ayodhya before coming to the forest after their marriage for 12 years. Here comes the third evidence. Balo dvadasha varshoyam kritastatrascha raghavaha. These are the words of Marich, the uncle to Ravan, who comes in the form of a golden deer to Ravan. When Ravan comes and seeks the help of Marich, his uncle, saying that, "You uncle, in the abduction of Sita, it is you who has to transform or come in the disguise of a golden deer and help me in the abduction." That time he says, "Hey Ravan, you do not know, when Ram was at the age of 12, he shot an arrow at me. At that point of time, he was not even married to Sita. He did not have the moral support of Sita. Even without the moral support of Sita, when Ram was at the age of 12, he shot an arrow, and by that effect, I have fallen 800 miles away. Now if I go as a golden deer and he shoots an arrow at me, I do not know where I will go and fall, because at that age of 12 itself, he had such a great courage." So, this is the third evidence that states that while Ram shot an arrow at Marich, Ram was at the age of 12. Now let's go to the fourth evidence. Dasha saptacha varshani tavajatasya putraka asitani prakankshantya maya dukkha parikshayam. These are the words of Ram's mother Kaushalya to Ram when Ram has been asked to go to forest. She now tells her son Ram, "Hey Ram, did I have to work all these 17 years after your birth to actually send you to the forest? To actually see you walk in the rugged terrain of the forest? I can't imagine me doing this, hey Ram. I am your mother. And I can't imagine. So I'm so worried, Ram, that you will be walking in the forest. Did I give birth to you to see you face all these hurdles in life? Have you been born to enjoy the comforts, or have you been born to enjoy or bear the brunt of somebody else's boon giving sin?" She repents. At that point of time, she says, "Ram, 17 years after your birth." But when I put this sentence along with the previous other years, it hits me. I'll tell you how. Sita has said that while she left to the forest, she was 18 years of age and Ram had completed 24. She also said that after marriage, she lived very happily for a period of 12 years. That means, at the age of 12, Ram got married to Sita and Sita was at the age of 6. So, Ram was 12, Sita was 6. They got married and lived happily for 12 years in Ayodhya. So, Ram got married at the age of 12. If you add 12 to it, it becomes 24. And if you add 12 to Sita's age of 6, it becomes 18. So, 18 years was Sita while she left to the forest and Ram had completed 24. Perfect. That is why Sita tells Hanuman that we lived happily for 12 years. So, the statements of Marich to Ravan, statement of Sita to Hanuman, statement of Sita to Ravan makes complete sense. But this statement of Kaushalya to Ram, that after 17 years of birth, do I have to see you suffer like this? Doesn't match. Because while Ram left to the forest, he was 24. So, Kaushalya should have actually said, after 24 years of your birth, do I have to see all this? Instead, she said 17 years. So, there is some mistake somewhere. Let's try to resolve this age issue in the next episode. Thank you.